Yo guys, Red02151 bringing it in with a brand new Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Now here we got an OU standard match against Brokenimpact, found from Smogon Battle Finder. And here we are testing out my team once again. This is the Water, Grass, Fire team I've been using, that runs Metagross as a Stout Rocker and Mamoswine. And it worked really, really well. Last time I had it paired up against Drizzle, Sandstorm. Now I'm versing it against Drizzle just to see how it does. And it actually does really, really well. As you can see, my opponent is using a Drizzle team. It's a really, really pretty good team. As you see, a standard Politoed, Rotom Wash, Tornadoes have to watch out for, Toxic Croak, Eladio, Scizor, etc. So, he has a pretty standard team. So here we got the match, guys. So right off the bat, he's going to start with a Politoed. It's a pretty common lead, so I'm going to go straight into Celebi, because Celebi is normally the best lead against Politoed, which I knew he'd start with since I didn't have any weather guys myself, and I knew I could pretty much take anything because I'm a special defensive wall. I'm going to go straight off the bat for a T-Wave, just to cripple that Politoed. As he goes for the Encore, now that has put me in a tough situation, as my Celebi is now Encore in a T-Wave, so I'm kind of forced to switch out into my Starmie to pretty much take anything else that Politoed is going to go for. And he goes for the Ice Beam. I knew I could take that well. Unfortunately, right here, he does get the freeze, which kind of sucks. But, during the battle, I realized, oh, wait, I have Natural Cure. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Except maybe I could have gotten damage or whatever he sent it out. But he brought on Rotom anyway. So at this point, I don't want to take a Volt Switch. I'm going to switch out of there, bring in my Celebi to take anything on Rotom I'm going to go for. I know the Volt Switch from that, Volt Change from that Rotom was pretty obvious. But, I didn't have anything else to switch into. I needed to take that hit really well. So I'm going to bring in my Celebi to take it. As he brings in Scizor. Now right here, I'm kind of worried in Pursuit. I'm like, okay, that kind of sucks because the Pursuit could definitely get me very, very low. Might not kill me, but get me really low if I switch out. So I'm just going to T-Wave, hope he goes for the Pursuit. He actually gets a Parahax right here, which is nice because now, so not only do I have my T-Wave, I have a chance of either he gets paralyzed so I can get a free switch out, or he decided not to go for Pursuit. So I switch out here, and he doesn't go for Pursuit, which is nice. So I bring out my Metagross as he goes for the Sword Dance. So that told me that he didn't go for the U-turn or Pursuit. He was actually trying to Sword Dance from the beginning, so I guess a Parahex didn't matter way too much. Or, probably did maybe. He could have gotten an extra hit, but it wouldn't really matter too much anyway. So, right here, he's +4. I'm going to take this opportunity to set up my Salt Rocks, because that's what Metagross does. And I'm going to try to lay off an Earthquake just to see how much it's going to do to the Scizor, because Scizor are actually quite bulky. And at +4, I want to see how much damage I can reel in, because that Scizor is threatening, and I don't have a good switch out. So he goes for the Bug Bite, gets me really low, being +4, stab, and all of those factors. So at this point, I'm just gonna fodder out my Metagross, being I already got my Stout Rocks up, so I'm pretty much set right here. He's gonna go for the Bullet Punch. I'll just let him. That's early 5-6 for him, but it was worth it. I got my Stout Rocks up. I hacked some of his guys, so it helped me out. So now I'm bringing my Starmie, knowing I'm faster and knowing this is the only thing that can take a +4 Bullet Punch. Not the best, but take it so I can get off a Hydro Pump and finish off that Scizor. And luckily it doesn't miss. Just gonna go for the Hydro Pump, finish off that Scizor, and that's gonna be really good because that's one of his main potential sweepers of his team. So right here, he's going to bring it back his Rotom. I know the Volt Chain's coming, and I do want to save my Starmie just in case I might need it later for Death Fodder, or I could potentially use it for his later guys who outspeed Starmie, such as his Latios and Tornadoes. So I bring him Mammoth, so I predicted him Volt Change, and that was a nice prediction on my part, because now he's forced to switch out. I know I can just go straight for the Earthquake, because he's obviously not going to stay in, so it won't matter. And I know Earthquake's being stabbed is going to hit anything on this team. So I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake, and that Politoed takes it really, really well. That does tell me he's running more of a bulky set. So that gives me some preference for later. So now I have to switch out because it's looking to be a 3-hit KO, unfortunately. So bring in Celebi just to take in anything he's going to go for as he goes for the Encore, but it fails. So so right here I'm going to stay in knowing he's going to probably live the Giga Drain. I'm going to go for it, Encore me again, knowing he just did. So I'm just going to stay in, go for the Giga Drain, knowing that's probably my best choice as a move, because I just want to get rid of this Politoed as soon as possible. It's not really a really big threat to my team because I have a lot to deal with it, but I'd rather get rid of it now. Let him lock me into Giga Drain, because that's probably my best move anyway to finish off this Politoed with. So that's going to be nice. It's going to be a 5-4 for me right now. He's going to bring in his Tornadoes, and I can't really do much because I am Encore to the Giga Drain, which kind of sucks because, if I wasn't Encore, I probably could have lived a Gale because I am special defensive, get off a T-Wave, but that's not what happens. So I actually have to bring in Starmie at this point, let Starmie be Death Fodder. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks because Starmie was probably my only thing that can naturally, without a Scarf, outspeed both his Tornadoes and Latios, but it won't matter too much, as you'll see. That Death Fodder kind of paid off better. So he's going to bring in here his Rhoda, predicting my Icicle Throw / Stone Edge, so I'm just going to go for the Icicle Throw, because, Stone Edge is pretty low accuracy, and I didn't really think he switched, so gonna go for it. Unfortunately, it's still not 2 KO, so I'm gonna bring in Celebi to take whatever he's gonna go for. I'm not sure what he actually goes for a trick here, predicting maybe a Celebi switch, and give my Celebi a Choice Scarf, which is kind of unfortunate, but it won't matter as much because I don't know, I kind of overcome it. I don't really need the usage of T-Wave at this point. So I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain just to finish off his Rotom, because I am Scarfed now, so, I can just finish off that Rotom knowing I'm faster than it. He brings in Toxicroak, and this is going to suck. This is where the Choice Scarf kind of screws me over, because now since I'm Scarfed, I can't stay in. I'm going to be able to give him a free sub, I know that, but I'm like, you know what, I could bring in Infernape. Infernape probably the least useless, usage Pokemon in this battle, just because Rated Up Overheat is useless, and Close Combat is really not going to benefit me with his last remainder of guys being Toxicroak, Latios, and Tornadus, and U-Turn still won't benefit me because his last two guys besides Toxicroak can outspeed me. So basically, Infernape's only use right here is just a break Toxicroak's sub, maybe get some potential damage on it, because other than that, it can't do much, because this rain kind of just screws it over, and Infernape is not as epic as it was not in the rain. So I'm just going to go for Close Combat, try to get damage, knowing it resist it, but that's the only form of damage I can get, and I don't really need Infernape at this point. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. He's going to go for a Drain Punch here. I know that gives him, a good amount of health, considering I was almost close to full HP, but I wanted to get some damage in, and as long as I break his sub, I'm good, because then, it's not gonna be as bad. So now the score is tied up. He's gonna get some more Dry Skin. At this point, I'm thinking, what should I bring out? I'm gonna bring in Celebi, because I know I'm Scarfed now, so thank God I'm Scarfed. Because of that Scarf, like I said earlier, it's actually gonna benefit me, because now I'm faster than him, so I know I can safely go for the T-Wave without him going for the sub, because I am faster than him. And, yeah, he can't really Sucker Punch me, because I'm going for a status move, and that's gonna be awesome. So I'm bringing Latios here, because, I actually don't know. I knew he was going for Sucker Punch, so I wanted to scout, get some more time, think about what to do. So I'm going to bring in Mamoswine now, knowing he's going to Sucker Punch. He actually gets a Parahacks twice, which sucks, because if I knew that probably coming, I probably would have stayed in, but I had no way of knowing that. And I figure, okay, hopefully Mamoswine can live a +2, +4 Sucker Punch. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's that or not, but it does. It actually tastes a lot better than I thought. I'm going to be able to go for that Scarf Earthquake, and that's going to be awesome because it's 3-2 now. He brings in Latios. I'm like, oh, okay, Latios. This is going to be a problem. So I'm going to switch out of there, go into my Celebi, knowing I can take it anything because I'm Special Defensive Wall, and, try to get a T-Wave or something. Unfortunately, he misses a Draco Meteor, which, kind of sucks for him because now I'm going to be able to go for a T-Wave because I am faster because I'm Scarfed, and he gets a Parahacks right here, which really screws him over. Because if he got a Draco Meteor before a T-Wave, he probably could have gotten rid of me a lot faster, but I guess it didn't make too much of a difference. So, I'm just going to stay in here, let him kill me, because, I kind of deserve it for getting that Parahacks on him. Then again, I also don't really need Celebi. I just need a Dead Fodder or something so I can get a free switch in, so I'm not really sure if it's really going to benefit him, but whatever. I just decided to let him finish off Celebi. And Celebi is, like, taking all these hits like a boss. I mean, that's Specs, Draco Meteor, and I'm not even sure if it's Specs. I think it's, like, Expert Belt, because he goes for the Surf later. So yeah, Celebi's taking these hits one by one, and he gets so much hacks. I'm like, oh my god, wow. I'm just trying to let the Celebi die here. It doesn't want to. He goes for the Surf here. I still have that too, and he's gonna go for the Draco Meteor. That's finally gonna finish off my Celebi, but at that point, it doesn't really matter. So that does look like he was Expert Belted. So I'm just gonna bring in Latios now, knowing that he's paralyzed. So I could definitely go for the Draco Meteor, finish him off, and that's gonna be awesome. Now, I know his last use Tornadus. I'm like, okay, even if Tornadus carries Dark Pulse, Gale, even if I do die, I still have the Scarfed Mamoswine, so it's already my game. He's going to bring in his Tornadus, and I'm like, well, the only problem I have to worry about if he just gets a crit, because at this point it doesn't really matter. I don't mind if my Latios dies at this point, because, I still have the Scarfed Mamoswine, and I definitely knew I could live one either way. And I was actually kind of hoping here he'd finish off my Latios, or I can get minimum damage and Tornadus would live a Draco Meteor, or I miss or something, because I wanted to make it more epic, having Mamoswine being my last guy to finish it off. But it was still a really great match, 2-0, and that was an awesome game. Broken Impact. I don't want to say it was a really, really beast game. So guys, like, comment, subscribe, tell me your feedback. Just criticize what I need to do, and because that's awesome. So stay awesome, guys, and stay beast.